Good morning. Good morning. Today's day one. So, first thing, I got up. I had 2 cups of coffee. I would say that your best scenario is to have 2 black cups of coffee. But if you have to put anything in there, don't put creamer in there, some kind of heavy cream, don't put that in there. Don't put anything sweet in there at all right now if you got to have coffee. If you got to have coffee, you could have a cup or two, but either drink it black or put some Fairlife skim in there. Fairlife skim, not much, just a little tiny bit, all right? So I had 2 cups of black coffee, and then I drank this about 3/4. I filled this about 3/4 of the way up. It's pretty large. It's a good bit of water, and I drank that water. So I'm just about ready to jump on the treadmill. So that's all that's in my stomach. I'm going to have a good pull off of this, a swig of this here. This is L-carnitine 3150, rich piano, 5% nutrition. I'm going to have that pre-cardio. But right now, we're going to go check my blood sugar level. The reason that I'm going to do that is because I've let things lax a little bit, so that hopefully, just because of my age, and just because I had carbohydrates late last night, that's over because today's day one. Today's day one. Doesn't matter what you did yesterday or last night. I'm speculating that my blood sugar is probably going to be high enough that it would be concerning. But I already know what's going on, and I kind of set this thing up and let myself devolve a little bit for this, because I want to show you the effect of cardio on blood sugar. Then you can think about it some and realize how that's happening and what that actually is doing. And then maybe you'll understand what a powerful, powerful tool and what a huge advantage cardio can be to you for your health. So let's check my blood sugar really quick. And against all reasonable, normal, thought paths, hopefully it's going to be high right now. So let's check it. All right, first thing, we stick this here little card, right, into this here little blood sugar reader. So we put that in there. That's going to actually turn this thing on. It comes on. See, it's coming on now. Now I got to put a hole in my finger with this thing, right? Add a little blood. If I can get a little blood out. Come on out of there. All right, put it on the card. And let's see what it says. Hopefully, it's going to read a little high right now. Good God, that's really, really high. That's frighteningly high. Frighteningly high. All right, so we better go get on that treadmill and see if we can't solve this. Okay, so what that tells you is that I would become diabetic. That's pre-diabetic all the way, 100%. I would absolutely become diabetic, type 2 diabetes, if I didn't do something about it. And I had this thing under wraps with cardio and with dietary modifications, which is not a difficult thing to do. We're going to do it right here. You're going to see how it happens. So if you're in this case, check your freaking blood sugar, for God's sake, because this is like high blood pressure. It's a silent thing that creeps up on you, and it can wipe out kidneys. It can cause all kind of problems. I mean, if you get to the, it can make you tired. You walk around with no energy, beat, run down all the time. Especially you have some carbohydrates, then you get extremely drowsy. If it gets too high, of course, you could go into a coma. You could have a stroke or some bullshit like this. There's all kind of shit can happen. It can blur your vision, can fuck your vision up. In extreme cases, once it's full-blown diabetes, you could lose limbs. So it's not something you want to play with. If you're an older guy, you damn well need to know what your blood sugar runs. All right. Next step is I'm going to have a swig of this. Don't have this before you check your blood sugar, right? All right, let's shake it up a little bit. I'll have a pull off of this thing. Pretty good mouthful. So I'm easily getting Easily getting 6 grams, because this has got 3 grams in it, right? 3,150 milligrams. So I'm easily getting 6 grams. Shit, I'm probably getting 7 or 8 grams easily. Now I'm going to give it, I don't know, 10 minutes, just chill, and then I'm on the treadmill. I'll see you there. Start out a little light pace at like 1.5. Let's put it up on a little incline. And put it on 7. 1.5. 1.8. Just warming up. 2.0. 2.5. Now we're getting into the rhythm of things. 6, 7. All right, I'm at 2.7 now. I'm going to do this for about, I don't know, a couple more minutes. And for now, I'll go to 2.9 and 7% on the incline, 2.9 on the speed. I'll do this for a solid 30 minutes. All right, that's my 30 minutes, and I'm going to gradually slow down and then see what's next. All right, fresh off the treadmill. Now, something I don't normally do because I already know it's going to happen anyway, but we're going to do it to track it here so you can see by example how this works and what it can do for you. Check the blood sugar again right now. So 30 minutes ago, 31, 32 minutes ago, you saw where it was. It was hella high, right? Crazy high. So when you do cardio, for every minute of cardio that you do, for every minute of effective cardio, not too fast, not too slow, you know where you need to be, right, in that fat burning zone. For me, it's about 130 beats right now per minute. For every minute that you do that, your blood sugar is going to drop about 1 point. So 30 minutes, 30 points drop. So let's see what we got here. So you saw that, 139 from where it was. Dude, 139 is acceptable, okay? Not fasted, not first thing in the morning out of bed with empty stomach, but that's miraculous. It was just 200. Think about it. Think about it. Diabetes is rampant in the United States today. That's how easy you could be a diabetic and manage your fucking blood sugar. If you develop diabetes as a type 2 diabetic, if you were born childhood diabetes or you've had it all your life, you're already using insulin. If it was type 2 and you're on insulin, you're on other things or whatever drugs, you can come back from that. I don't know about genetic diabetics, hereditary diabetes. I'm not sure about that, type 1, but type 2 diabetics, man, this is how easy you could control your blood sugar and fix yourself, cure yourself. Medical community, can they do that for you? No. They can treat it. You can cure it. If you're pre-diabetic, if you're a fat fuck, if you've just eaten tons of shit, you've eaten more than your share of sugar and carbohydrate for your lifetime's worth, and now you're insulin resistant from it. That's where it comes from, right? Type 2. You can turn it around. You can turn it around. But how many people are too fucking lazy to do it? Anyway, you just saw that, right? So we're going to watch it, and I guarantee you, it won't take long. With a quickness, I'll jump out of bed first thing in the morning, and that shit will be normal. It'll be all the way down to below 100. First thing in the morning. Then it'll be below 90. First thing in the morning. Yeah. Proof is in the pudding. Other people, other influencers, what are they influencing you to do? Be unhealthy? They don't even talk about this shit, this aspect of cardio. This is why you do fasted cardio first thing in the morning. It's just there's tons of things, another piece to the puzzle to keep you alive. You know, some people think, well, that's 30 minutes of my life I can't get back. It was so boring. Wrong. That 30 minutes just bought you additional time in life and a higher elevated quality of living that life. Yeah. So as we go, you'll see more. Let me put this away and then we'll show you what's next. Okay, so the first bit of nutrition now after I'm off the treadmill, we're going to have more water, but we're going to put some things in there, add some nutrients into it. Water is not water anymore. I have water right out of the ground. I have well water. I know what's in it, and I have a very sophisticated filtration system in the basement. I know what's in that water. I'm drinking that water. If you can't drink well water, bottled water, most bottled water is shit. So you must do your research. I'm not even going to recommend one. I'm going to say that I drink Core occasionally. I drink some of that expensive Icelandic type of fucking water that's in glass. If I'm called out and have to have it out and I'm not home, don't have water with me. All tap water is shit. If it's coming from some municipality, it's fucking garbage and poison. If you don't believe me, if you care, and you damn sure better care if you're getting older, Google and read about it. Got limp dick issues, got testosterone problems, look at what's in your water you're fucking drinking. Is it no wonder? My well water. And I'm going to have 1 omega-3, sport formula of course. 5 grams of L-arginine goes in this water. And 1 packet of sport formula, my multivitamin, powdered multivitamin in this water. Then shake it up, drink that, and then we'll actually have a meal. All right, neglected to mention that I also have my aspirin. So I'm out of baby aspirin. I'm also out of Tudka. So Tudka would have been in here as well. Absolutely, Tudka would have been in here, 500 milligrams. I'll order that off of Amazon today, and I'll probably have that tomorrow. So the Tudka will be back on board where it needs to be. I'm just a normal guy too. Everything's not always perfect and ideal, but what I do is a hell of a lot more than what most people are going to do. It's what they need to do. I'm trying to show you how to stay the fuck alive and be healthy and fit, not just look like you are. Anyway, yeah, I know younger guys, you're almost bulletproof right now. You ain't even worried about it. It's not even in your lexicon. You're not even thinking about it in your paradigm, nothing like that. When you get older, you're going to find out. You're going to find out, man. There's the illusion of fitness that all these dudes are selling you on YouTube, and then there's the actual work. It's not all glorified, beautiful, pretty. You know what I mean? Real fitness isn't always pretty. The results are great, though. All right, so I don't have any. I'm out of baby aspirin, so I had just a regular bare aspirin, and I cut it into thirds. And I take one of those thirds. I'm sitting out here in front of where my squash is growing. I got some squash out here growing. I got a huge zucchini already. Who knew? I had to cut some of this shit down. It was overgrown with all this rain we've been having. Okay, so why the L-arginine? Well, you should already know that. The L-arginine is for your heart. The L-arginine is for your blood pressure. The L-arginine is for blood flow. It's for all that shit, man. The L-arginine is for arterial health. The L-arginine is to break down and clear out some of that plaque. If you happen to have any of that bullshit, you know. You want to stay alive? Do what I'm telling you to do. The Tudka, outstanding for your organs, outstanding for your freaking liver, incredible for your liver. And the other thing Tudka does is Tudka actually helps you get lean and healthy, because we produce primarily T4. That's our thyroid hormone. There's T4 and there's T3. We produce primarily T4, some T3. Our liver has to convert that T4 into T3 for us to be able to utilize it. So you got a fucked up metabolism. Metabolism is slowed down as you aged. Tudka, revitalize shit. Get that liver turning over more T4 into T3. Tudka. So all these things that can be fixed chemically, and they're not really fixed chemically, they're treated. They're treated. You can do yourself, man. Your body has the natural ability to heal. So listen, it's evolution. It's fucking nature. You don't think that it's not already built in? You don't think human beings as an organism have been around long enough that it's already built into your body, that it can repair and heal itself? We're doing all this bad shit to ourselves. And then we do more, in my opinion, bad shit because we just want to throw drugs and medications and, you know, which, listen, you do what you got to do, I'm not faulting you, but I'm telling you there's another way. I'm telling you there's another way. There's a more natural way, man. But it requires work. It's not a magic pill. You know, it's not a magic diet. It requires work. So, drink this, enjoy the sunshine a little bit, then we're going to go in and have our first dedicated meal of the day. Look at that fucking zucchini. Good Lord, that's a monster, isn't it? Look how big this sucker is. That is a fucking monster. There's a couple squash. Looking pretty good. Got some more over here. There's a little one down underneath there, if you can see him. There's a couple more little ones over here. First actual meal is a liquid meal, and then we'll have solid food. I normally would add a scoop of this, real carbs, but not now, because my blood sugar at 139 is still high, still kind of high, but it's high for first thing in the morning, you know, fasted state. So I don't need, why do I need any more what ends up being ultimately is sugar? Why do I need that in me? I don't need any more of that in my blood right now. I'm okay. I'll have some fibrous carbs, second meal, first solid meal. So not today, but I will have Fairlife Skim, Pure Native, and muscle egg whites. All right, so first thing, Pure Native whey isolate. It's really, really good shit. This is blueberry flavor. It's pretty damn good. Fairlife Skim, muscle egg whites. All right, now there might be other things occasionally in this shake. It depends, you know, it depends on what shape you're in. Like I said, there's already sugar in your blood. Why do you need to put more in there? Blood sugar's already high. Why do you need more? You don't need more. Not first thing in the morning, empty stomach, that's high. Now if it's 130, 139 throughout the day, after in between eating and everything, that's more acceptable. Let me drink this and we'll get on with things. All right, just got back, out riding. Looks like it's going to cut loose and rain any friggin' minute, but I ran up to try to get some pit beef at this place where they sell beef. It's organic, grass-fed, all that shit, and their pit beef, I'm telling you what, I know you've heard it a million times. Their pit beef is the best pit beef I've ever tasted in my life. Anyway, so they're not firing back up until September, which blows, but September will get here. For now, I got this here grass-fed organic beef here, and I'm going to air fry a burger. I'm not going to use bread, I'm going to use Carb Balance. These bad boys have 15 grams of fiber in every one, so the carbs balance. Carbs don't really hardly even count. And I'm going to put some cheese on there, so it is what it is. And here's that produce I showed you this morning that was in the garden. That big monster. Yeah. Alright, finished product. Burger with some cheese on it. And this is homegrown right out of the garden spinach. Alright, as we're getting ready to head into late afternoon, yeah, in some regards my heaviest meal. In some regards, you know. And that's going to be Toasted O's, Nature's Promise Organic. And this will get changed out as we go down the road for an even more healthier option. But right now, it's this. And tomorrow will be a whole different set of food, you know. You can eat a lot of different kinds of shit and still be healthy. Alright, so, big, nice generous bowl full of this shit. Let me show you. And some raisins. Quite a few raisins there. And of course, Fairlife milk. And I'm also going to have, alongside of that, peanut butter sandwich, believe it or not, with this, Dave's Killer Bread. Dave's Killer Bread. And again, this will be switched out for a healthier option later. Now again, tomorrow will be a whole different meal. I may not even eat this, any of the same shit tomorrow. This sandwich also has some organic cherry jelly on there.